You guys, it's Madeline, and today I am taking the briefest of breaks from what has been an excruciatingly deep dive into Fire Emblem Three Houses for the sole purpose of coming back over to Heroes and making some poor decisions. I didn't expect to love Sothis as much as I have playing Three Houses, and I think especially Cassandra Lee Morris's performance has really endeared me to the character, and I just really like to have her in Heroes. But at the same time, there's literally no one else on this banner that I want. I'd like to have Alm, but he's not under the same colors, so obviously I'm probably not going to get him. And I really don't need a Marth or a male Byleth, so I don't know. The odds don't look great, but I kind of tell myself that male Byleth at least is distant counter fodder, so if I get him, I can probably reconcile it with myself. So we're just praying for not Marth, hopefully not male Byleth, and to bring Sothis home. So let's do it. Okay, we got 2 already, so that's alright. Free summon Sothis. Show it to me, heroes. No, Kane. So I got Heroes right at 11 p.m. on Thursday night, and I put 47 hours into it since then. And I'm not even finished with the Blue Lions path yet. I went with Blue Lions first because I found Dimitri the most compelling of the 3, and I don't really know if that's gonna stay true after I play through the rest of them, because I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but needless to say, it is taking me a very long time to get through this game. I know the director said that it could take 80 hours per playthrough, but I'm really trying to get through it, so oh fuck. Okay, I at least don't have this Ryoma yet, so that's fun. He looks good. Lobster Man. I didn't want you though, Ryoma. Okay, well we got a 5-star in 3 stones, so that's at least good, technically. Okay, this could be her, randomly. Nope, it's Roy. Like I was saying, I have just been really enjoying my time with Three Houses, and I guess I've been rushing in just how much I've been playing every day. I put way too many hours a day into this game because I just want to get through it so that I can know what's gonna happen in each story and make videos about it, because one thing that I find so exciting about the world of Three Houses is like the mythos and everything involving the religion, the Church of Seros. There's so much to unpack there, and without spoiling anything, there's just stuff going on with so many of the characters, and they give us so much. There's no wondering. I don't have to go off and write meta or fanfiction to expand on what they tell us about each character, because they tell us so much, and what they're telling us is great and so exciting. I love to see these great characters. Oh no, okay, that's okay though. Okay, but actually, my luck here has been kind of insane to get 2 5-stars already. So I'm not gonna be mad about it. Plus, I can fodder him off for distant counter, so that is completely fine. My Sheena is in desperate need of a distant counter, and I don't like leaving myself with only 1 left, and I currently only had 1 left with one of my Hectors, so now I can either get rid of Byleth or my Hector, who's been waiting in the wings for forever, to give her that. I didn't summon on the Three Houses banner with female Byleth and the 3 house leaders because I don't know, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. It obviously came out before the game was out, and I didn't feel like I knew the characters enough, because I hadn't played the game yet. And if I was going to summon on it now, I still don't really know which one I would go for. Like, I think Edelgard definitely has the most beautiful art of the 4 that they put on that banner. And I never would have planned to go for female Byleth either, because I just don't really care for Avatar characters. But I will say that I've been shocked with how much I haven't been angry with Byleth's existence, I guess. I kind of predicted that I wouldn't be too annoyed by it, because they're a very largely silent protagonist. And I like that. I prefer that over a Corrin or Robin. And, God, no reds. But just through the character beats, you can tell there is stuff going on with what Byleth is thinking throughout, and there's more depth there than I felt there was. Oh my god, another. Okay, there's more depth there than there was, I felt, with Corrin or Robin, and I don't know, I obviously I haven't even finished one route yet, but I am excited to see where it all goes, and I've been enjoying the Blue Lions a lot. I kind of love literally everyone in my house, and I would protect them with my life, and obviously I chose their house because I felt that way about them already without really knowing them. So I'm hoping that the Black Eagles and the Golden Deer are able to also give me that effect, or else it's going to be a real slog to get through 2 more playthroughs of this game. But yeah, I just want to get through it so quick so that I can talk about it in videos. There's so much I want to cover. I'd like to go over some of the supports, because I think the way they handled supports in this was really a great idea. I know some people disagree with that because they liked being able to have the other characters as support with each other, but I don't really care for that. I always enjoyed the way they did supports in the older games, especially the Tellius games, and getting paired endings with characters. When you had an S support with 2 characters, you already knew they were going to have a paired ending, and the writers kind of just had to shoehorn whoever a person married into their ending, so it didn't really change for the pairing, since everybody could S support with pretty much anybody as long as they were the opposite gender. There was no foundation, I guess, for why those people would be together. There was no, like, pre-established bond or something that they had in common that they could establish that bond on. And just having up to A support for all of the non-Byleth characters in 3 houses, I think, was a really good decision, because I'm looking forward to seeing the credits roll and seeing what paired endings I've gotten. Okay, this could be her. Or it could be Seth. Morgan. Lad from afar. Morgan, someone like you might not ever exist again in a Fire Emblem game, if they keep going on their same route of no more child units, which I desperately hope they do. I'd like to see just no Avatar ever again in Fire Emblem, but okay, I have to get her at this point. I've gotten both of the other red focus units. Oh man, okay. As I was saying, I'd like to see no Avatar character ever again in Fire Emblem, but I don't really see that happening, because what they're doing right now works for people. 3 Houses is getting amazing reviews from the fanbase and people who are new to the fanbase, and as great as that is, it also is just such a different look for Fire Emblem. As I've been playing it, I've been like, okay, this is ridiculously fun, but it hardly really feels like Fire Emblem, and the series has always been famous for just reinventing itself constantly, but still, I do miss the feeling that the older games gave me. And with that, I got her. Okay, that's so awesome. I love that she just has her whole fucking throne in her art. Let's check her out. Speed flaw and res. Okay. I admittedly didn't even look into what stats they gave her because for my over 150 5 stars in this game, I use maybe 12 of them. So I probably won't ever use her, and I don't really know what boon and bane she wants, but she's gonna be plus res minus speed in my game. This is really exciting. I did that in less than 100 orbs, so I might as well go on this last colorless just to see if I can get because that would be even more exciting. I was thinking about Shadows of Valentia, and oh, there he is, not but a Shadows of Valentia man at the same time that I bring it up. And there's his very gay monologue. Yeah. As I said, I have not finished a route yet, so I haven't actually read any of the paired endings, but I have read that there are some pretty gay ones, so I'm hoping that Leon's efforts as one of the first well-written gays in Fire Emblem will continue. And as I was talking about Echoes, I'm hoping that they're still planning to go forward with more Echoes games. There are too many Fire Emblem games that still need to be localized, and I really want a Genealogy of the Holy War remake. I will be talking about Genealogy of the Holy War ad nauseum until Insys gives it to me. It's one of the greatest games in the series, and I think it's a tragedy that it's not accessible outside of Japan. But I do worry a little bit because the creators of Three Houses have said that Genealogy of the Holy War was their inspiration for creating the game that they did, and I'm afraid that having created a game inspired by FE4, they won't feel the need to remake it here, but I think it's the one that people would most like to see remade under the Echoes title, and obviously the hope is that they just continue with Echoes in general, but a huge part of me hopes for Genealogy of the Holy War, and if such a thing happens, you're going to see me lose my mind. Oh, perfect timing to hit my ally cap, because I've already brought her home. Okay, so that wraps this video up. That's the first summoning video I've done where I haven't spent more than I intended to. And I got who I wanted, so I'm so excited. I'm going to keep chugging along with Three Houses. I think this was kind of a good break that I needed because it was becoming very monotonous to keep running through that damn monastery. The second that I am finished with all of the routes in this game, I am going to be making tons of content about it. I just know that already because there's so much I'd like to cover, as I said. And also, in waiting for Three Houses to come out, I also replayed the Tellius games. And it had been quite a long time since I had really spent a lot of time with those games, and seeing them with fresh eyes, there's definitely a lot I'd like to dissect there. So I might make some videos about Tellius as well. More than 10 years after those games came out. I feel like there's still a demand for Tellius content, yeah? I'm gonna get out of here because I have a class of students waiting for me, and I heard Sylvain telling the others that if I'm 15 minutes late to class, they're legally allowed to transfer to the Golden Deer. So, I gotta rush. I hope if you guys have gotten your hands on Three Houses that you are loving it as much as I am, and if you haven't, I hope that you are able to, and if you just don't want to, I beg you to reconsider, because at this point, no matter how much it has changed since the time when it was on its deathbed, Fire Emblem is not going anywhere, and I'm going to talk to you guys really soon with some Three Houses content. Be well!